everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back to Yarn Purpose. Today I'm here with my husband Alex and I'm going to ask him some questions about knitting. Hey everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back. Today I'm here with Alex and I am going to be asking him some knitting and fiber arts related questions. I had seen Amber of the Yarn Hoarder ask her husband the questions. I know Suburban Stitcher did this. It's the Fiber Friends tag that is going around on the YouTube. So I took some of the questions that Amber had asked her husband, but then I added a few of my own. How do you feel about this?
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun. Okay, question one is, who are you and what do you do for a living?
Okay, I'm Jen's husband, Alex, and I am a project manager at an insurance company.
He has project managed my business very well, actually.
Thanks.
So he's also the project manager at Jen Lucas Designs. So that's your other job. Although you don't get paid for that job.
No, well, you cook things, so.
I do cook things. Okay, what do you do when you're not at work? Like, what are your hobbies?
Okay, when I'm not at work, I like to hang out with you.
That's
and
a good answer.
Watch you knit.
You play a lot of
I like to play Rocket League.
You play a lot of Rocket League.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only video game I play. I don't know. I feel like I come home from work and we've only got a little bit of time, so
we watch a lot
we watch a little TV.
Watch a lot of reruns of The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we go to sleep.
I feel like you read a lot of news too.
I do like to read the news.
And Reddit. The website Reddit. You
love Reddit.
Love Reddit.
It's not a hobby, but it does take up a lot of my time.
Yeah, it does. Collecting information is your hobby.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this one's kind of a bad question because I haven't really made you anything. What's your favorite thing I've ever knit you?
So I think my favorite thing you've ever knit me is the 1/16 of one Blackhawks sock that you're working on.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay.
Which you keep making me try on.
Here is the start of the Blackhawks sock. It's in a Blackhawks bag. Here we go. The bag is from Kitchen Counter Crafter, and the yarn is from Nomadic Yarns, Go Hawks colorway. So Alex actually saw this on my shelf and was like, that looks like Blackhawks. And I was like, wait, you actually want me to knit you something? I mean, I guess I've knit you a couple other things.
You knit me a hat with some reindeer on it. That was a nice
Okay, I'm
gift.
just gonna, no, we're just gonna say. It was the humping deer hat pattern that was popular a few years ago. And yeah, so I made him that. Both deers had antlers because I just followed the pattern, but we don't judge.
No, it was popular. The people at work liked it.
Yeah, it was a cool hat. Yeah. I think I knit you a scarf when I first started knitting.
You knit me a brown scarf, which I wore for one winter. It was a good scarf.
Knit out of Lion Brand Homespun, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, that was early on in the knitting career, the early days of the knitting. So I haven't really knit you that much though.
No, that's about it. But I don't ask for a lot. So.
You don't ask for a lot.
But I'm happy about the socks, and that I guess is my other hobby. Is when it's hockey season, I'm watching a lot of hockey.
You do watch a lot of hockey.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I don't know if you'll know the answer to this one. Favorite thing I've knit or crocheted ever, like out of anything I've ever made.
That is a lot of pressure because
I do knit a lot of things.
There's a lot of things, and I should be able to know what one of them is.
Okay, that's fine.
How about that really long scarf that you made, right?
Oh my God. Oh, geez. Okay, so when I first started knitting, I wanted to knit a sideways knit scarf, and I just wanted to do it in garter stitch, so just knitting. And I had a few skeins of cheap big box store yarn, and I was just going to knit the sideways scarf. And when I first started knitting, I watched a lot of DIY's Nitty Gritty, and on there they had made this sideways knit scarf, and I just didn't really know anything about gauge or whatever, so I just like cast on the number of stitches, and I don't even know what size needle I used, but anyway, I knit this entire scarf, and when I bound off, we were living in an apartment at the time. It, no joke, stretched from one end of our apartment to the other.
It was like 20 feet long.
It was like 20 feet long.
Impressive.
It was impressive.
Speaking of nitty gritty.
What a fail. Oh, segue. Yes, talk about your
you probably,
brush with
everybody
fame.
knows, I can't think of her name now.
Vicky Howell.
Vicky Howell. So Jen and I were at, which event was it?
TNNA.
Yeah, we were at TNNA last year, so 2017.
Yeah.
And Vicky Howell was there, and I said, I know this lady from the TV, right? I'm going to meet her. And I don't think Jen believed me. And I said, no, before this is over, I'm going to meet Vicky Howell. And so on the last day that we were there, Jen went off to talk to some people, and I was in her booth, keeping things under control, and who walks by but Vicky Howell? So I said, hey, Vicky Howell. And she came in, and she talked to me, and I got a picture with her. And she left to go catch a plane or something, and about 60 seconds later, Jen came around the corner, and I said, hey, Vicky Howell was just here. And I don't think she believed me until I showed her the picture.
I'll tell you what. Vicky Howell...
Very proud of that one.
Yeah. She's like my #1 knitting celebrity. The reason being is that I watched so much nitty gritty when I was learning to knit. And so anybody that was a featured guest on that show and Vicky, who hosted the show, to me, they are like the ultimate knitting celebrities to this day. And so, like, I've been at events where Vicky has been there, and I haven't been able to bring myself to say hi because I think I'm gonna fangirl. So maybe it was just better for me in my career that I didn't see her in the booth. I think
she thought I was crazy because she walks in and she seems so happy that I was, talking to her. And I said, oh, she thought I was going to say, I'm your biggest fan. You're so inspirational. I said, you were really an inspiration to my wife.
Oh, well, I mean. But you knew who she was.
I did.
Yeah.
She was nice.
Even if you couldn't recall her name today.
Yes.
So, yeah. Oh, God. So jealous. Someday I will be brave enough to say hello to Vicky.
Well, I'll introduce you next time.
Oh, yeah. Now, you guys are best friends, so you can just introduce me. Okay, great. Moving on. If I knit you a really hideous sweater, would you wear it?
Probably not.
Yeah, see, this gets into why I haven't made you a lot of things, is you have actually said to me, because I have this very strong desire to knit you a sweater.
Yeah.
But you've said many times that you're worried that if you don't like it, you're going to have to either tell me you don't like it or you're going to have to fake it.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. And I think you know me well enough that if I didn't like it and I was wearing it,
I would know.
But that's why I always say don't make me a sweater. I think you would make a very nice sweater.
Yeah.
I'm just very picky.
You are very picky. But you do have a fine taste in t-shirts there. It says I like crafts. You can't see the bottom, but that's like craft beer.
Yeah, as you can see, I dressed up for this.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And actually with that shirt, so I was at Rhinebeck last year, and both me and my friend Karina saw somebody wearing this shirt, well, a version of this shirt at Rhinebeck. And then I came home and found one online and bought it for you.
It was a good gift.
I thought it was a really good shirt for you because it's like, because I'm crafty.
Yeah.
And we both also like craft beer, so.
And everybody likes the shirt.
And everybody likes that shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good gift. But really hideous sweater, not a good gift.
I'm trying to cheat and look at the questions.
Hey, I know, because I wouldn't show them to you before. Okay, how long have I been knitting?
Okay, so you started knitting in 2003?
I think that's right. It's 2003. That's You thought about what apartment we were living in at the time, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
The old 3C, as we called it. That was not a great apartment.
No, it wasn't.
But
that's why we only lived there for a year.
That's right. But that's where my love of knitting was born.
Yeah.
Okay. This one might be harder. How long have I been crocheting?
You started crocheting 2 years ago. Like a year and a half ago.
Oh, no, much longer than that.
Wait, come on, really?
No, I started crocheting, I think, in 2013. 2012, 2013.
Oh, but the first crochet pattern was a year and a half ago?
Oh, yeah, the first... Yeah. I started... Okay, so I'll give you half points for that.
Thanks.
I started designing crochet about 2 years ago.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, but I've been... Oh, good. Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been crocheting for like 5 years, I guess. So.
Long time.
Yeah. Pretty long time.
I know what a crochet hook is now.
Yes.
I can look at things and say, oh, this was knit, this was crocheted. Most of the time I get it right.
Yeah, you actually do.
I know
that would have been a good question.
It would have been a good question.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Hold up examples. Although around here, mostly everything's knit.
Pretty much
knit, yeah. Okay, well, again, this is... Because I copied these questions from Yarn Hoarder, but... so some of these are kind of... I don't know, silly for us. Would you ever go to a fiber festival with me?
Absolutely, I would.
And we just literally went to one over the weekend.
I did, and I was telling people at work who all, of course, asked me when I came in this morning, what did you do this weekend?
Well, where'd you go, Alex?
Where did we go? We went to this Sheep and Wool Festival. I can't think of the name.
Wisconsin Sheep and Wool.
Sheep and Wool.
Yes.
Put some pictures on Facebook.
What's your favorite part of Wisconsin Sheep and Wool?
Definitely the crook and whistle dog trials.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Where the dogs herd the sheep. That's pretty good.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
We did a little bit of yarn shopping, not too much. Well, I did a little bit of yarn shopping.
I just encouraged you to buy the yarn.
Yeah. That's good. Mm-hmm. He encouraged me to buy the yarn. Let's see. What other fiber festivals or events have you been to besides Wisconsin Sheep and Wool?
Okay, I've been to TNNA. What was the thing in Schaumburg?
Stitches.
I've been
Midwest.
to Stitches Midwest.
Oh yeah,
maybe more than once.
You did go more than once.
I worked there for about 15 minutes. When somebody had to leave the booth, I ran the cash register, and it was a terrifying 15 minutes because everybody that came up to me had knitting questions, and they were all very specific knitting questions.
I don't think I knew that part of the story.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, okay. Well, you did a great job.
Thanks.
And then I worked
in your booth at TNNA.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which was really fun, and those people I could answer their questions.
Yes, because I coached you ahead of time.
Yeah, you did.
I made sure he knew the shawls and knew where my brochures were and stuff. You did a good job.
Thanks.
Having you
I'd do it again.
Oh, good.
Coming up next June. I like hanging out with the knitters.
Yeah, the knitters are fun people.
The knitters are fun.
Many of us enjoy a beer or cocktail at night.
Uh-huh.
Knitters are nice.
I haven't met one that I don't like.
Yeah, yet. See, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, can you name any other fiber festivals or events that I've gone to but you have not gone to?
So it's not around anymore, but you've gone to Sock Summit.
I did go to.
She has her cherished Sock Summit glasses.
Oh yes.
Like drinking glasses. Mm-hmm. Sock Summit. I know there's more, but I can't think of what they are. Let me just try to name it. There's TNNA. There's Sock Summit. Stitches Midwest. Did you ever go to any of the other Stitches?
I have never gone to any of the other Stitches.
Okay, what else you got?
I'm going to Rhinebeck to New York Sheep and Wool in October, and I've gone a couple times.
You're going to get me a shirt.
I am. You want a Rhinebeck shirt, so I'm going to work on it.
I want a New York Sheep and Wool.
Yeah, New York Sheep and Wool shirt.
Definitely.
See? You're a good husband.
Thanks.
Supporting the arts. Okay, do you knit?
Have I knit? Yes.
Can you
Do I knit? Well,
no. Do you think you would ever... So I have taught him to knit and purl, which is all you need to know, obviously.
Yeah, that's it. I can make a scarf.
But you've never really practiced it other than the 2 days where I was like, this will be fun.
No, so we did it for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
I kind of started knitting a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then a couple years ago, I tried to do maybe 5 minutes of knitting, but it wasn't happening. I'm not opposed to knitting, for the record. It's just the kind of thing you need to put a little practice into. Yeah. And I am usually doing something else. So
playing Rocket League.
Plus, you just want me to knit so that I can work for you. I know why you're asking me to learn.
That is true. I have told Alex several times that I would like him to learn how to knit so that he could just, fully work for Jen Lucas Designs and not only help project manage the business, but also he could start sample knitting.
If I learn to knit, I will sample knit.
Okay, that's so nice.
Yeah,
that would be so helpful. Do you ever think you'll learn to knit for real? Probably not. You don't have a strong desire to.
I don't see why not. I think it just has to become a priority.
Yeah.
And
it's just not.
Knitting is your priority. So
yes,
my priority is, the thing is just I'm away at work, you're at home at work, so you can knit during the day while working.
Yeah, you're at
work.
But
I can't really knit at my job away from home.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe someday you can knit for Jen Lucas Designs. Okay. What are your thoughts about my YouTube channel?
Your YouTube channel? Well, I'm glad you have one. I know you wanted a YouTube channel for a long time. Mm-hmm. What are my thoughts on it?
I don't know.
I think
was it a good idea, bad idea?
Is this going to be on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's going to be on the YouTube
And
channel.
your YouTube channel's great.
Yay.
Go ahead and click on the like button. I don't know where it's at.
I don't know. Like and subscribe to Yarn Purpose.
But no, I think it's cool that you have a YouTube channel.
Do you watch my videos?
Occasionally I watch your videos.
No, you don't.
Well, occasionally I do. I get your newsletter.
You do. He always comes home on the days that my newsletter goes out and he tells me about whatever was in the newsletter.
Yeah, I read it.
He's like, oh, you're going to teach wherever. Oh, this pattern's out. Like,
I'm not learning that you're going to teach somewhere.
No, you
from
already
your
knew.
newsletter,
You already know that from our calendar. Okay, can you name different weights of yarn?
Sure. There's fingering weight, worsted weight. That's all I can think of. Give me a hint.
There's one that's just like letters. Like 2 letters.
DK?
Yeah, DK.
Did I really get it right? Oh, man. Okay.
I mean, there's lace weight. I never really use lace weight, hardly ever.
Who would?
Well, some people do.
I mean, you might, but
I don't really know. Sport weight.
Okay.
There's
Sounds
bulky.
Exciting. Bulky?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's like super bulky.
And
I also think there's now like jumbo.
Is that what you'd make a big blanket out of?
Yeah, like you always... Which those things, from my understanding, they're like the really thick, like roving yarns that people make those blankets out of that they just really end up pilling like crazy.
Nobody wants a pilled blanket.
Nobody wants a pilled blanket.
There's one thing I know. I want your blanket to pill.
Oh my god.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
Can you name any yarn dyers or yarn companies? And you can't turn around and look at the yarn. No, you can't. Because you're on the spot.
I could come up with a lot of them if I wasn't doing this.
Okay.
Why don't you give me a hint? Name me one. Let's see if it's...
Done Roving.
Blue Moon Fiber Arts.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I used to love knitting with socks out of their yarn.
I can't come up with
Okay,
anymore.
that's okay. Yeah, that was kind of a hard one. I knew you probably wouldn't be able to get that. Would you ever buy me yarn? I mean, you have bought me.
I have bought you yarn
your
before.
own
I think I bought you yarn for Valentine's Day once, didn't I?
Yeah.
Put it in a basket. I don't know what else I put in there.
Yeah,
it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Okay, thoughts on the amount of yarn in the house?
There's a lot of yarn in the house. I think that I could walk 5 feet in any direction in any room and see yarn. Somewhere.
Really?
Sure, but that's not a bad thing. It's not like it's a mess. It's just there's a lot of yarn in the house.
I mean, it's kind of a mess. I mean, I guess really there's yarn in here.
Because think about it, you might be blocking something in the other room. I go in, even in our base, I go in the basement. You have a cedar closet
Yeah, we do have a
filled
cedar
with
closet.
yarn.
Yeah.
There's yarn in this room. Surely there's something yarny in the bedroom.
In your office, that's where I wind my yarn right now.
She's got her yarn Swift in there. See, throwing out some knitting terms.
Yes. Yeah, in the basement. I mean, the living room. There's the living room. There's always like yarn.
I bet there's yarn in my car. I bet there's something knitted in my car. Somewhere.
There's probably a project like shoved in your glove compartment that I forgot was there or something in your car because I knit a lot when you're driving.
There's nothing knitted in the kitchen, as far as I know, but there should be.
No, I don't think there is. Although my knitting bag's probably in the kitchen right now, like the one I take to knit night.
There you go.
There you go. I guess you're right. You can't go 5 feet without coming in contact.
It's not a bad
with
thing, just a fact.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you think I have too much yarn?
No.
Oh, you answered that so quickly.
Was there another answer?
No, there was not. That was the correct answer. Okay. Ooh. How much do you think my stash of yarn is worth, like monetarily?
For some reason, I thought you were going to ask me how much it weighed, and I was like, how do you know the answer to that?
I don't know.
How much is it worth monetarily? So all the yarn or just the stuff you haven't knit up yet?
Like all the stuff I haven't knit up yet, like all like this stuff.
Does this count the stuff in the yarn room in the basement?
In the basement, yeah.
How much is it worth? There's one thing I know about yarn is that it does not come cheap. So...
Yeah, at least the kind of yarn I buy.
My experience with you has shown that the yarn is not cheap. So, I'm going to say that your yarn, when you bought it, if you added all the prices up, would be $4,000.
Oh.
Just what's left. I think you've knit up more than that, maybe. What
I
were
mean,
you going to say?
I mean, I was going to say...
How many extra zeros? I'm joking.
I was going to say probably $20,000.
I'm probably way off.
But although I don't have as much yarn that I like buy like I used to, because now it's work, so I buy yarn like more infrequently, I guess. Like, I don't, that didn't make any sense. But like, I don't buy as much yarn anymore because I get a lot of yarn coming into the house, but a lot of it is for work. So
20 grand. I was way off. That's all.
Okay.
Nope. Back to the questions.
Uh-oh. I think the budget's about to get audited here. Okay, oh. If I die tomorrow, what will you do with the yarn? Or do you know what to do? If I died tomorrow, what would happen to all the yarn and the books and the needles?
Boy, that's a toughie. Okay, I think there's a right answer on this one, too.
There is a right answer.
What would I do with all the yarn and the needles? Okay, well, I think first I would find out somehow from your yarn friends and acquaintances if they wanted any of it.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And then whatever went unclaimed, I would donate to people who needed yarn and books, like a senior center.
Oh, so my legacy could live on.
Yeah, maybe they would name a wing after you. They'd be like, "Thanks for this large donation of yarn."
That's really nice that you would even think about donating. I was gonna say
What do you think I would do with it?
Call Jen. That's the main thing, is call my friend Jen.
Oh,
That's number one.
Well, I mean, I would call her first.
Yeah, call her first. Yeah.
I know to do that.
Yeah, that you know to do.
Yeah.
But then, oh, nice. That's nice. Donate it. That's cool.
Maybe I'd save one skein of yarn.
Oh, in my memory.
It's my memory yarn.
Okay, this is getting dark.
This is getting, every day I would just kind of...
Oh, jeez. Yeah. This is getting weird and dark, and I feel like you might have thought about this a little too much.
Every inch represents a little piece of your life.
Oh, God.
You can edit this out.
All right. I won't.
I know
but,
you won't.
Ooh, I don't know if I want to ask this one. How many skeins of yarn do you think I buy each month? It's tricky. Like on average,
an average of 6 skeins of yarn a month.
Oh, 6?
Is that too high or too low?
I was gonna say 3 to 4, but I mean, I guess like when I go.
But sometimes you buy a lot, and sometimes you buy a
because it's
little.
like when I go to Rhinebeck next month, I'm gonna come home with like.
Big bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Last year, I had to sit on my suitcase, and both of my carry-on totes were completely stuffed.
That's okay.
Worth it.
Worth it.
It was worth it.
If you were a weight of yarn, which weight of yarn would you be and why? See, I'm going off script here.
Yeah, you are going off script here. If I could be any weight of yarn, I don't know. I know. I would be DK weight yarn, because you can make nice sweaters out of DK weight yarn. So it would be like being a hug for someone.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
I like
that was so cheesy.
Yeah.
I feel like this has gone off the rails slightly. I don't know why I thought we were going to be professional. This is not a professional operation.
We can start over.
No, we're not starting over.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think I'll ever run out of yarn?
Like, you mean you'll knit so much of it that you just couldn't buy more
right,
before you finish the last...
I start knitting at a faster rate than I'm buying it.
No, there's not a chance.
There's not a chance.
No, because you just bought more yarn 2 days ago.
I did? Oh, yeah. At Wisconsin Cheap and Well, I did.
And you said, quote, "I don't know what I'm going to knit with this, but I have to buy it." So you're never going to run out of yarn.
When you have that attitude. Yeah, that's true.
It was nice yarn.
It was nice yarn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in that bag right over there.
Would you like me to get it?
Yeah, just reach over and get it.
I'm just going to reach on down. This one here?
Yeah, that one. Here.
Okay, here. There you go.
Oh, this is turned into show and tell here. Okay, which one of these I bought for somebody else? This is the one I bought for myself. I bought River's Edge Fiber Arts yarn from Wisconsin Cheap and Well.
Soft.
Soft. It's 80% superwash merino, 10%.
What's the colorway, Jen?
Well, you tell me, Alex.
Skyfall.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mysterious.
It's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. Fingering weight, 600 yards, 150 grams.
Great for needle sizes 1 through 3.
I'll probably knit it with a size 5 when I make a shawl.
That's not what the label says.
Well, but a shawl, you need a looser gauge to make it, like, airy and flowy.
I knew that.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
Maybe you did. I don't know. Okay, we're on question 25 out of 30.
How many questions? Oh, 30.
Out of 30.
All right.
Okay. This one's kind of like... Okay, I'm just going to read it. Do you know what the following abbreviations are?
Okay.
Tell me what it stands
I'm ready.
for. Okay, some of these that you'll get. You might get all of these. F-O.
Finished object.
Ooh, that's correct. Ooh, how about U-F-O?
Unfinished object.
Okay, good. WIP, W-I-P.
Work in progress.
Oh, God, you're nailing it.
It's on your Kanban board. Well, well, you can't see it, but we've got something in the room with an in progress column. But
yes.
Technically, it should be a work in progress column. That's how I knew what that stood for.
Oh, okay. What about S-S-K?
I don't know if it's slip knit, slip stitch knit.
It's slip knit.
Slip knit. That's hard to say. Okay.
Yeah. That's good, because now the rest of these are like things you do in your knitting. Okay, P-S-S-O.
Oh, I know this one. Let's come back to that one.
Okay. K2 tog.
Knit two together.
Yeah, easy. TBL.
Pass slip stitch over. Pass second stitch over.
PSSO. Pass the slip stitch over.
Yes. All right.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, going back. TBL.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
I didn't think you did. That's why I put it on.
It's a knitting term, not a crocheting term, right?
You could use it in both the knitting and...
Give it to me one more time.
TBL.
TBL.
It could be a knitting or crochet thing.
I don't know.
Through the back loop or through the back loops.
I never want to come up with that.
Okay. CDD.
CDD. I don't know. What is CDD?
Central double decrease.
Not a chance I would have figured that out. Okay.
And the last one, YO.
YO, yarn over.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. You got...
Clearly, yarn over.
1, 2,
Easy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 9 of them. I think you got... What? You got...
Like 7 or 8 out of 9?
Yeah, TBL and CDD. You got 7 out of 9.
I think you made those up.
I didn't make... Hey, I'm the designer. I can make up any abbreviation I want as long as I describe what it is.
That's true.
But those are real things.
I have my name in a knitting book. I have a book dedicated to me, so I think that gives me some street cred.
Okay, I guess it does.
Yeah.
Okay. I already know what the answer to this one is. Can you think of another use for a knitting needle?
Another use for a knitting... Is this a trick question, or should I just brainstorm something?
I mean, it could be anything. I thought you were going to say, I'll give you a hint. Like, there's something that's in our basement that we use a knitting needle for.
Yes. Yes, you can use a gigantic knitting needle to hold your Christmas tree box shut.
That's true.
What gauge is that needle?
It's like a US size 50. You have to use like 4. When I used them to make a baby blanket for somebody, I was holding 4 strands of worsted weight yarn together. I made the blanket in like 3 hours. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so our Christmas tree box, just to like keep the Christmas tree.
It's kind of like a handle. You just put the needle right through there to hold it closed.
I never used those. I only used them for that one project. So every year we just put the Christmas tree back in the box and then slide the giant needle through.
How long did it take you to knit that thing with that 50 size needle?
Like 3 hours. It was like a car seat blanket. It wasn't a huge blanket. And I knit it like diagonally, so like it just got bigger than smaller. It turned out cute though. Okay, do you think that I'm a product knitter or a process knitter?
Okay.
And do you even know what that is?
Well, Jen, those sound like frameworks for knitting. I don't know what that means.
Are you project managing me right now?
I don't know anything.
I don't know.
Okay, so are you a product knitter or a process knitter? I don't know what those mean, but I think that you are a product knitter because you are more interested in the finished product than the process of making it.
Okay, well that is the difference between product and process knitter. See, it's a trick question.
Well, is it work or
non-work? Right. I think that when it's work, it's obviously product. I'm obviously product knitting because I'm knitting that thing so that I can...
You're making a product.
Because I'm making the product or the pattern. Right, yeah. When I'm doing personal knitting, It's tough because when it's like if I'm knitting socks, it's product because I just want the socks. But I do enjoy the act of knitting socks.
Well, can't you be both?
Yeah, you can be both. So I guess
you're a hybrid knitter.
I'm a hybrid.
Hybrid product process knitter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's see, a couple more. Does it bother you when I knit in public?
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't.
Honestly, I don't even know if I notice when you knit in public anymore.
I mean, I don't really. I guess like places I knit in public are when we go to Ravinia, which is a concert place around here, but we're like sitting in the lawn. Mm-hmm. Like if we're like outside in that kind of environment, like then I always knit there, but I'm not one to like, I don't knit like every single place I go. I more knit in the car on the way there and back, but...
I mean, there's some places where it would be weird to knit. I can't tell you what they would be, but most places, I mean, what's the difference? You could knit, you could look at your phone, you could do whatever. You could read a book. Nobody's going to...
That's what I always say when people tell me they don't have time to knit. I'm like, well, what are you doing when you're waiting in line at the post office? You're just like staring at your phone. You could be knitting, like you do have time.
You could be knitting. This should be on a shirt.
I'm sure it is a shirt, but you could probably get online. Okay, 2 more questions. What do I knit the most of?
You knit the most shawls.
Yeah.
Definitely shawls.
Yeah, definitely shawls.
Yeah.
I'm the self-proclaimed sock yarn shawl queen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
your shawls are nice.
Thank you. Yep.
They take up a lot of space when they're spread out, but they look good. It's not a complaint. I'm just
especially when I'm writing a book and I'm blocking 5 shawls at a time and our entire living room's covered in shawls. It's a weird place to be.
Right, because you put all the shawls out there and then you say, "Are these shawls going to bother you?" After they're all
after I've spent hours pinning them out. Like,
did you hear that I just called the living room the knitting room accidentally?
Yeah.
That's every room.
Yeah, every room.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's fine.
Okay, final question.
Okay.
What do you think about my strong desire to buy a sock knitting machine?
So, funny thing. I saw somebody yesterday on social media posted a picture of a sock knitting machine. And they're not a knitter.
Was it for sale?
No.
Okay.
And it said something like, "No one has used one of these since the 1800s. And I thought, wow, you're really wrong about that.
Yeah.
So I think the sock knitting machine is cool. I like the videos I've seen where it goes around and knits. So I think you should get one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm all for it.
Ooh.
Plus, then I could knit with it.
I think if I got the sock knitting machine, you would actually like using it.
I would.
I think you would, because it's like
turn the
like
crank.
a toy or like a machine. Well, it is a machine, but like, I think you.
What can you make with it?
I mean, mostly socks, but
Just
you
socks?
can make. You could probably do things so that
Can I
you
make
could
a
do.
hat?
They make circular knitting machines that are the right size to make a hat. The sock knitting machines typically have like a smaller circumference, but you can buy larger circular knitting machines to make hats. I've seen them. I would kind of want one of those too.
You should get one.
Okay. That sounds like a seal of approval on buying knitting machines here.
Absolutely.
I do have a knitting machine down in the basement that goes back and forth like this. I don't use it, but anyway. Okay, well, those are all my questions, Alex. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you enjoy this? One more question.
Oh yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Did you enjoy this?
This was really fun.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. And if you want, you could turn on notifications so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm sure Alex is going to make sure his notifications are turned on right now.
Doing it now.
Doing it right now. Okay, everybody, have a great week, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.